Welcome in. Okay, picture this. It's summer vacation. You're 10 years old in the back of your parents' car on a summer road trip. You just drove past the world's biggest, whatever, and now it's time to find a place to stay. Enter the FunWhole Twilight Motel. This set is so well done that when I look at it, I feel like I'm back in my parents' car. This Twilight Motel is the second release of the FunWhole Road Trip series. The first was a deer crossing. The road trip series is inspired by the joy and freedom of the classic road trip. The Twilight Motel is set number F9054. It contains 1,970 pieces and over 30 amazing prints. And of course, lights, the FunWhole cherry on top. And we also can't forget 5 very well done minifigures. This set was sent to us from FunWhole so we could share with all of you. So a big thank you to them. This set can be found on funwhole.com and the FunWhole Amazon store for around $160 Canadian. Do your price checks, and if you see something at funwhole.com, remember we are FunWhole affiliates and you can save 10% using code SheClicksBricks. I haven't done much yet, but if you're liking this video, please hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you'd rather wait to see more before hitting that thumbs up, that's fine. Please just remember to do it at some point on your way out. I'm Stacy, and this is... So many fantastic exterior details of this set, starting with this palm tree. Really cool pieces used to build it. I like how the stem of the tree, or the trunk of the tree, is built on an angle, and nice big palm pieces. We've got the double doors that are clear in the front with some printed pieces and some nice pillars holding up the second floor. The staircase, really, really nicely done. All of the studs on the railings are covered. And then that takes us up to the second floor where we have our first room, F201. Nice window there that opens, AC unit, the door and a handle, and then this deck comes all the way over to the other room, which is F202. Again, we've got the same AC unit and window. If you look up underneath, you can see the tubing that is a purple light, which I thought is really well done. Then underneath the second room, we have our entertainment area that you can see through, and you can see the flickering different colored lights, which are great. Nice big window and AC unit. We have a motorcycle. We've got a nice convertible car in the carport, and then we've got a greenery area out front. On the second floor as well, we've got a nice little common area patio with a patio set. We've also got a cleaning cart, which I thought is really cool, with a towel on top. But you could see that on the patio, there's a light up there and some printed pieces. And then we come over to the amazing printed pieces that are lights. Really, really well done. I love the chrome at the bottom of it as well. And then this tire even has a light behind it. And I think it's a really good addition for a drive-up motel. Take a look behind it so you can see some of the details. Lots of different bricks used there. You can see we have a connector to connect the two lights. And then the wires feed all the way down to the bottom. Again, some nice chrome pieces. And they feed right through that AC unit there, back to the cable management box, back to the battery box. And then we've also got another cute little patio here on the back, which I thought is great. There's another table and chair, and it gives us some light in the back of this set, which is something I really do appreciate. And it takes us right around. You can see the consistency of the build and the colors with that green strip in the middle. It takes us right around to the front. Take a closer look at the inside of the first floor. As soon as you walk in those big glass double doors, you see this bar We've got some stools there, really well built bar, and then in behind we've got all this shelving. If you look really close, you can see some Black Label bottles, and that is all lit up as well. Really cool build. Beside it, there's a dartboard. We've got some pictures on the wall, and we've got a pool table with some pool cues. Lots of printed pieces and signs on that back wall. And then we've got some stools over here. And look at the cutest jukebox I have ever seen. Really well done. There's also some studs in there as well, so you could actually put some minifigs in there to display. Did want to point out, as you notice, this is all the first floor. This deck is actually attached to the first floor because these signs are attached to the railing of this deck. And then of course it serves as the roof to the carport. Now let's take a look at the first floor with the lights out, and you can see the lights in the bar. You can see the shine of the bottles and the glasses and the shadow through the first floor. Now it is a little bit dark for the first floor, but that's because the rest of the lights for this floor are actually on the ceiling, which will be the bottom of the second floor, and they will attach on the connector. So we'll put on the second floor so you can see how the connectors work, and it lights up as you connect it. A little bit of pressure on here. And there we go. We've got some lights on the second floor. The second floor is our motel rooms. Good amount of detail in here with all the amenities you would want. Love this shower. So interesting, the use of the hairbrush for the shower head, and then you actually have a shower curtain. Really well done. A nice old looking floor model TV where the news is on. Then you can see our door and our window, and those curtains, really cute little builds. Over here we've got a picture on the wall and our bed and a chair, and you can see our light. Brings us right around to the patio deck door. Over to the second room, very similar to the first, but there are some subtle differences, and one that is smaller than the other room. We've got the same type of shower here, very cool. A different TV than in the other room, and you can see this one's not working. And we've got our front door, similar curtains, but different color. This room has 2 nightstands, and it looks like it may be a double bed because it has 2 pillows. And then we have our light, and our light fixture is just a little bit different than that one in the first room. Taking a look at the lights on the second floor, you can see each motel room is nicely lit up, but it's a very cozy light. I really like that. You can see the tubing on the front and that it's purple. It's lights on each end here, and it just feeds right through the tube. On the back side, we have our back patio that has its own light and lights up that little area. And then there is another light over on the side patio that lights that up very nicely. Really well done. Now it's time to put the roof on. So lines up in the back, flush. There we go. You can see the light on the sign. This roof, at first glance, it doesn't look like much, but I thought it was a fabulous build. I like the way one side comes out, the other side comes back a little bit. I like how they did this trim, some really nice techniques used around the roof. And this sign, really nice. You've got 2 printed pieces, the build of this little arrow, and if I look at the back, you can see how this arm comes out that's attached just by a post there. Looks really, really good. And then we've got this antenna, which is actually pretty well detailed. We've used all 4 studs on the top of that bottom piece. I think it looks really nice. So like I said, we have the motorcycle and the car, so I brought them out separately so we could take a closer look at them. The motorcycle, really well done. The chrome underneath is one piece, and then you have a black piece that goes over top. but they've also added some little details like the headlight and kickstand. Although I will say these tires are pretty good. They're kind of flat and you can have it stand up even without the kickstand, but it's a really cute little build. And then we have this beautiful, well-themed car. I think it's really well-themed to the time of this set. Lots of nice chrome details. We've got tail lights. You can see the fenders, the inside detail, and the windshield, very clear. And I love the grille on the front. And of course, this also has lights. We have a little battery box that actually attaches to the underneath of the car. And then you can see we have our headlights and we have our tail lights. Really, really cool little set. Our minifigs, like I said, we have 5 of them. I think they are so well done. This first guy, I believe, is probably the motel owner, or he works at the motel. And then the second lady is our cleaning lady, that, you know, synonymous blue that goes with the cleaning outfit. Our motorcycle guy, we've got a helmet, or you can put the hair on him. And I actually have the helmet, so it's in his hand, which I thought was really cute. And then we've got 2 other minifigs, which kind of have a 70s vibe. She has on a headband with some tassels. They've got some tie-dye outfits on. Really good. And you can see that their prints continue really nicely through the back as well. You can see the print on the motorcycle guy. It says Moto. Their hair pieces fit really well. I think they look really good and are very well themed for this set. Now let's turn the lights out and see the entire set lit up. Really, really see the light in the front window flickering. I think that's so neat. You can see the lights underneath the pillars there. The car looks really good. This sign is amazing. You can see how this deck is lit up. And again, another set that FunWhole gave us some light in the back. I love it. It gives each part of this build some really nice lights to look at. It's time to talk about the build experience. In this segment, we cover what used to be pros and cons, but we have gone this format in hopes of providing a much more consistent format across different videos. I would say this is an intermediate level build, and this is mainly due to lights. If you haven't done these before, they can be intimidating, but FunWhole has you covered. How is the brick quality and printed pieces? This is simple. It's FunWhole. You have no need to be concerned. The clutch and color match rival that of Lego. We have all prints with this set, not a sticker in sight. But not just prints. Some of these prints have lights incorporated in them, as I mentioned earlier. Speaking of the lights, there's a good variety of lights that are different colors, different types. Even the car's headlights and tail lights light up for that extra touch. The installation was straightforward and the instructions make the lights easy to install. I love the tubing and the lighted printed signs. These really add some uniqueness to this set and to the build. This set takes 3 AA batteries for the motel and 2 CR2032 batteries for the car. Both battery boxes and power switches are easy to reach, and the size of this set is 32 by 42 studs. I had no missing pieces, and there are some extra pieces like arms and hands for the minifigs and some special pieces. Now, time for some things I noticed. The tree is a nice addition to the scenery, but is just on by 1 stud, and being on the corner of the set, it can be knocked over easily. It also overhangs the edge of the set. I don't believe I've ever used the pieces for the tree trunk, and I thought it was pretty cool how they make it look like the tree is bending. I adored the little bathrooms, so much detail. They covered everything, including hand towels. Although the roof does not look super interesting, I did find it interesting how the trim of the roof is built and raised. I also want to mention the battery boxes. Yes, plural. The box in the back of the building can be easily knocked off. It's held on with 3 studs, and I've had to reattach it more than once. The battery box attached to the bottom of the car is brilliant. It stays on well, and I just love it. And since I mentioned the car, parts of the rear bumper are only held on with 1 stud and tend to fall off easily. The motorcycle and the cleaning cart are a good addition, but they are loose pieces. They don't attach anywhere to the set. The second floor I have taken off a few times, and the light connecting point was sticking to the first floor. This issue seems to have fixed itself, so maybe I didn't have it down properly. Overall, this was a fun and relaxing build, and although they didn't raise the bar with this set, they did continue their run with absolutely terrific sets. And time for our comparison. I brought in the Lego Boutique Hotel because of course we've got hotel and motel, and you can see them side by side. Give you a little bit of an idea of the size difference. You can see that this sign overhangs, so not really gonna butt up against something else very well. And on this side we also have the tree that overhangs, so I think that I will probably set this something else on this side and move the tree around. But I just wanted to show you the two of them together. Again, a size comparison. And before we get out of here, let's look at it in the dark one more time. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.